So hey guys, we were doing the start game. In the start game, in the first video, in the first part, we have created the design for the dart game, including the target, the gun, and everything else which we need. In this video, we'll be watching out how to code for the start game to make it work, to make it shoot. So the first thing we are supposed to do is we are supposed to make sure that the shotgun, the gun that we're using, is visible. So what we'll do is we'll write shotgun dot set visible true. How do you get it? You go to the shotgun, you go to the setters, and you go to set visible last, and you take set visible only except boolean values are true or false. I hope you all know about boolean values are nothing but just true or false, which means anything can exist or not. That then what we do is we camera fix subject to camera shot. We will fix the shotgun to the camera using the camera dot fix subject. For this you need to go to the camera. You need to search for fix object to camera, and then when you click camera fix object to camera, you can write the object name here, and then you can specify the coordinates that you want to fix. So the coordinates can be anything. You can try that out. Where speed is equals to 100, then you create a variable speed is equals to 100. You can create the value anything, then spare dot enable. Now first, before the game starts, you make the spare physics as static body. Why? Static or dynamic, I believe I shared it. A static body is a body which acts like a real life object but which cannot move. A dynamic body is a body which can act like a real life object but also can move according to your instructions. So what we need to do is we need to make this pair dynamic. Then from a dynamic body there is another property that the gravity acts on it. Then hatch dot on scene click function event. Now where do we get this on scene click event? Is we go to the event scenes and events on scene click hash dot on scene click. So when we do this, when we take this, we are taking this that when the person clicks the scene, then what should happen? There should be a variable we creating cursor. Cursor may we will have to be storing the camera gaze direction. Where do we get it? We go to the camera, we click on get gaze direction as an instance function that returns the direction in which the camera is looking. So it will return the direction in which the camera is looking. This is the cursor or gaze direction, the circle. Then hash dot log, this is your choice if you want to log it. Then it basically means that you want to print the log direction. Then what are we going to do? We are going to create three different variables: bullet x, bullet y, bullet z, in which we'll store the case direction x component, y component, and z component. You can create these variables by any name, but you have to store the x part of this variable, y part, z part. Then you use a function called move dynamic body to. Now for this, you go to the sphere and you write move move dynamic body to. So when you take this, it says function to move the object that has a physics type of dynamic body to a new position. Only which object has a dynamic body can be moved or using this physics function. So in this हमें direction specify करना होता है where to move it. So camera dot get x, camera dot get y, camera dot get z, camera dot get x, get y, get z. Okay. Then set body velocity और move कितनी speed से move करना है, that is velocity. Velocity is nothing but you might have studied in physics or maybe no general science that velocity is nothing but a speed with direction. So speed is this and direction is bullet x, bullet y, bullet z. So you will write speed into bullet x, then speed into bullet y, bullet z. I have by mistake. Okay. Speed into bullet x, bullet y, bullet z. This. Then when you come back, you will have to see.